Hey guys, we're back for our last and final live for the night. I hope you guys are having a wonderful night. I said, let me go ahead and get this live up and running, honey, because we're getting ready to have some thunderstorms here. It's raining outside. The weather is getting ready to get a little nasty. So I said, let me get ahead of this damn storm, honey, just in case we have an outage, because y'all know how it be when it get to raining hard and thundering and lightning and mess. So I said, let me go ahead and get on live and get this last live over with. But hi, hello to everyone. Thank y'all for joining the live. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. Okay, everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Okay, hey Rose, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, Rose. Okay, let's get into our first topic. Hey Tabitha Lester, hello. Let's get into it, honey. Let's get into it. All right, but before we do, let me do this right quick. Let's see. There we go. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm still here. Let's see. Give y'all some music right quick so y'all don't be like, okay. Oh, but I don't want to jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't want to miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak just my mind. Oh. All right. I hope y'all like that little jam. Nice little something soft. Okay, since it's getting late. All right, so let's get into this first topic. DJ Academic puts Offset on blast over his alleged gambling addiction. Now, I told you guys that Selena Powell, this girl who sleeps with all the industry guys, who's well known to being with many people in the industry, like names like Snoop Dogg and of course, most recently Offset and several other celebrities as well. And she always name them out that she's with these guys. She don't care if they married or not. But she was most recently with Offset, who she says she loaned $15,000 to for him to go and gamble to try to make his money back at the casino. He lost all of that and he refused to pay her money back. So she says he has a gambling addiction where he's always going to the casinos. I just saw a video of him in the casino where someone took a picture where they saw him in there just gambling away, honey. So it seems that he may have an addiction. He is going broke. He did recently have to pay $10 million to a record executive, I told you guys. And then he also has a lot of money that he owes to the IRS, over $2 million. And it said that that's all he had left in his account was barely $2 million. So he's back and forth trying to, I guess, make a quick buck or hit big at the casinos to get his money back up because his music is not doing anything and ain't nobody really checking for him right now. He was trying to get Cardi to give him some money. Cardi's like, fuck out of here. So it appears that he has a gambling addiction. So shout out to Baller Alert. Let's get into what DJ Academics has to say.
With due respect to Offset, and this is definitely the pot calling the kettle black because I have these issues somewhat as well.
Thanks for being here, Truth.
Offset needs possible rehab for his gambling addiction. I'll leave it there. It's you can't be this much of a degenerative gambler that you have turned to the likes of Selena Powell. And not saying there's nothing inherently wrong with her, but you're putting yourself in positions that actually you're forgetting who you are. Like you're still Offset, right? And some of these other things that are your vices, it's becoming so controlling that now you're putting yourself in positions around people that not only will, and with all due respect to Offset, and this will make you look crazy if they want to, but might compromise you and definitely your initiatives of, your family. Okay, I'll leave that there. Make you look crazy if they want to, but might compromise you and definitely
he's telling him the truth.
Your initiatives
at the casinos, because the little bit of money that he does still have, he's spending it. Like He is really spiraling out of control. I told you guys, ever since Takeoff passed away, their careers have not been the same. And they've been trying to revive it, like the two of them, Takeoff and not Takeoff, but Offset and I can't even remember the other one because that's just how irrelevant they are. They all tried to, the both of them tried to get back together to keep the group going, but nobody's interested in the Migos anymore now that Takeoff is gone. Y'all know he was powed a few years ago. I want to say it's going on 3 years now. They just had his 3-year anniversary of his death. And I'm shocked that that went by so fast. But Offset, please go somewhere and sit your ass down. Okay. He's not helping Cardi with any of the financials, according to her. So she's taking on everything because he ain't got it. And that's his fault. That's his fault. But you should have got your financial advisor. You should have not spent so much damn money. So now your ass is going broke. And I don't feel sorry for him because you had access to a lot of money, but you did not spend it wisely. So let's continue on. Gervonta Davis, boxer Gervonta Davis is in a lot of trouble. This is like the second time now, or maybe the third time in a few months now, within maybe 3 months, because I reported the last incident where he's been out here being abusive towards women, putting his hands on women. Let me put up the trigger warning for this one, honey, because he's always putting his hands on women, like always. He slapped the last girl and did some other things, and then she filed some papers on his ass as well. And something happened to where she went and dropped the charges. I think he probably scared her. There's no telling. He is a boxer. He do be beating ass. He's a little short, little something, but he's definitely got hands for women. But let's go ahead and get into this. Miami Gardens police issue a warrant for Gervonta Davis arrest after being accused of grabbing a woman by her head and throat, then dragging her out of a gentleman's club. Authorities say that a video footage confirms the victim's claim. Wow. So they have video footage of him doing this. He does have an active warrant, so he better turn himself in because y'all know how the police be on black men, honey. We don't want to beat the shit out of you, and then you wind up being unalive because you don't want to comply. It's best that you go ahead and turn yourself in wherever you are and learn a lesson from this. He definitely needs to be in some anger management. He needs to be ordered to that because there's no reason for you to be putting your hands on women. This is like the third incident that I know of within a matter of a few months. The last one was barely 3 months ago. And here we are again. Let's go ahead and get into this. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk.
2025 at 2:15 p.m., the victim entered the Miami Gardens Police Department accompanied by her attorney to report an incident that occurred on October 27, 2025. At the time of the incident, the victim was employed at a local gentleman's club located within the city of Miami Gardens. According to the victim's statement, at approximately 4:15 a.m. while working, she was approached by Mr. Davis. The victim was approached by Mr. Davis. The victim reported that Mr. Davis grabbed her by her back of her head, pulling her by her hair with one hand and by her throat with the other. He forcefully escorted her down a stairway and toward the parking garage while maintaining his grip on the back of her head. Upon reaching the parking garage, the victim reported that Mr. Davis released her, at which point she was able to run towards her coworkers for safety. The victim reported sustaining minor injuries, including visible bruising to her left arm at the time the report was made, and she sought medical attention. The victim further reported that she has known Mr. Davis since 2022, and they were previously involved in an intimate relationship for approximately 5 months, which ended about a month prior to the incident. She stated she had blocked all forms of communication with Mr. Davis after the relationship ended. During the course of the investigation, lead detective Gary Florencio obtained and reviewed video surveillance footage that corroborates key elements of the victim's statement. As a result of the diligent and hard work of our Special Victims Unit, an arrest warrant has been issued for Gervonta Bryant Davis on the following charges: battery, false imprisonment, and attempted kidnapping. The investigation determined that Mr. Davis used force to restrain and attempt to remove the victim from the location against her will. The victim was only able to escape when Mr. Davis released his hold to retrieve his vehicle. At this time, the Miami Gardens Police Department is actively working with the United States Marshals Fugitive Task Force to locate and apprehend Mr. Davis. October 29, 2025 at 2:15 p.m.
Y'all hear that? That's serious. He got a problem. This woman wanted to break up with him, obviously, because the relationship wasn't working anymore. And he decided he was going to go to her job and force something in the morning while she's trying to make a coin to support herself. Okay. And he went in there, he grabbed her forcefully and tried to remove her from said job through an alleyway, being aggressive with her, pulling her hair and around her throat. That's strangulation. That's another charge. Like, he's got a bunch of charges. And now the Victims Task Force and the Miami Gardens Police Department, they've issued this warrant against him. He's hiding somewhere, but you can't hide forever. Okay. I'm pretty sure you got some fights coming up. I'm pretty sure you got some business deals, and all of the things are the things. You got to come home at some point in time, unless he left the country. But of course, before this active warrant got out on him, but I don't know where the hell he is, but he better turn himself in, because this shit is going to get worse for you. The longer you stay out, the longer you stay on the run, it's going to get worse. You need to keep your damn hands off these women, because you continue to find yourself the aggressor in this. If a woman has a right to break up with you and not want to be with you, I see why she don't want to be with your ass. I see why she chose to break up with you. And a lot of these women get with these athletes because they have, they have access to the lifestyle, the money, and, among other things. Okay. But she said she had an sexual relationship with him for 5 months that went sour, and she decided it just didn't work for her no more. That's her right. You don't have a right to come to her job and forcefully do what you did. And now you found yourself in some trouble, and you may lose your boxing contract behind this as well. Because in sports, they do have a code of conduct, and it appears that you have violated it several times. You don't respect the sport or the code of conduct that was issued to you, that you took a vow to adhere to whenever you chose to be a boxer in the league. All of that aggression and weird energy should be held in the ring and not on these women. So yeah, he needs to be locked up for a little bit so he can have his ass rehabilitated in some type of way, because that makes absolutely no sense. Y'all can sound off on that. Let me get him off my screen, because y'all know I get to hollering. I will start hollering on situations like this, because y'all know I don't like shit like that. All right, so reality entertainment TV, shout out to them. Nene Leakes, as I told you guys in my video before this one, is back, honey. She is back. She will appear on the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, new season. She's excited. Andy Cohen is excited as well. But Nene Leakes confirms her return to Bravo. She says, "Biatches, I am back." Says that now pick your faces up off the floor. So I'm happy she's back. Okay. A lot of people don't like or feel Nene. I like Nene. I already said she's great TV. She's a fucking narc, yes, but she is great TV. I feel like she's going to do well. I do feel like she's eventually going to work her way back onto Real Housewives of Atlanta as well. So let's go ahead and get into what she had to say. Shout out again to Reality Entertainment TV. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I forgot to share. And I can take that trigger down too. I'm over here multitasking. I'm sorry. My apologies. Thank you guys for reminding me. Y'all know I'll be. All right, let's go.
Hey, you guys. Okay.
Sorry.
It's your girl, Nene Leakes. Okay, so where do I start? This has been a really long journey. And gosh, I'm happy, overjoyed to say that I will be returning to Bravo. I almost can't even believe the words that are coming out of my mouth. I'm so happy. I'm just so happy. First, I have to thank a lot of people here. I want to thank Francis Burke, Andy Cohen, so many executives behind the scenes who have worked to make this happen. So many people that have continued to throw my name in the ring over and over again. Thank you to everybody over at Bravo. Thank you to all the people over at Truly Original. Thank you to Shed Media. Thank you to the producers on the ground who are calling and texting me and wanting this to be an amazing thing. I'm so happy to do it. I'm so happy to do it for you guys. Thank you, Darren Ward, for talking me through everything when we talked a few weeks ago and cried on the phone. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I have to thank some of the housewives that I know that have continuously kept my name, being said behind the scenes. Portia Williams.
Come on.
Yeah. Thank you so much. You know how I feel about you. You're my little sister. Thank you. I appreciate everything. Phaedra Parks. Thank you so much, Phaedra, for keeping my name going. And all of you guys and all of you ladies who constantly say my name and keep my name out in the ring, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful for it. I'm just doggone excited to do this. I'm excited to see all of you girls. It's going to be a time. It's going to be a time. Yes, bitches, I am back. Okay, now pick your faces up off the floor. Okay. See you on Bravo. Love you.
Yes, baby. Come on back. Yes, that check gonna be nice and crisp. You know what? I am happy. The first person that she called out of the housewives is the very one that she had the biggest issue with, and I didn't think they were going to be able to get over that little hump that they had when they were going to film on the Crenshaws together on Netflix. They had a little back and forth where Portia was saying that Nene is problematic and hard to work with. And of course, the two of them were supposed to be on the Crenshaws with Mike Epps, but because of Portia saying that, she decided to drop down and didn't want to work with Nene. And Nene continued on to work on the show. And for a while, they didn't speak to each other. And then Portia got upset when she was going through that whole situation with Simon because Nene was still hanging out with Simon, and they were arguing and carrying on. But I'm happy the first housewife that she did name was Portia to thank her. So that lets me know that they have gotten over their beef, that they are good now. So it could be great. It's great for her to be able to let bygones be bygones, which makes it easier for her to be able to nudge right on back in there with the housewives on Atlanta and make it a great show. The people deserve that. I think Andy kind of sat back and saw that, like, you know what? This has gone on long enough. I think we punished her long enough. It's time for her to come back and do what Nene does. She is happy to get that fucking check though, because y'all know Bravo pay they people good. And Nene's been having a little financial issues too ever since her boutiques and her little club that she had shut down. So she's just kind of been here and there. She tried to start her podcast and kind of gets that social media money, but it won't quite the same like she was getting on Bravo, because at one point Nene was getting checks for like $2 million. Like Nene was the highest paid housewife on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She was getting paid $2 million per season, baby. I said, bitch, I know you glad to be back. I'd be glad too. She done put her she got that filter up nice and high on this video, honey. She went and got her lips plumped up. Okay. She did something else to her nose, I feel. Or maybe that's the contouring. It could be contouring. Let's hope. She done cut that damn wig down, baby, because y'all know she always had the long blonde. So she cut that damn blonde wig down, and baby, she is ready. So I am happy, Nene. I love Nene. Can't nobody make me hate Nene. Y'all cannot make me hate Nene at all. So shout out to Nene for coming back. Love your little speech, girl. I could tell she probably wanted to break down just a little bit, but she held it together, honey. So shout out to Nene for coming on back, girl. All right, we're gonna be waiting to see you. Now I might have to watch the damn show just to see how she do, see how well she does, right? Okay, let's keep going. Mary Cosby. Well, Cosby. Well, I don't know why I like to call her Crosby. It's Cosby. Mary Cosby from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. She is back, honey. She said she is not going to see her son while his ass is locked up, because his ass is crazy. Okay. This boy was on probation. He had a whole lot of stuff going on for continuing to harass his wife now ex-wife, who filed for divorce on his ass because he wasn't supposed to come by her, go to her house, contact her, nothing. All the things they told him not to do, he was doing. So I said, sir, what part of do not contact do you not understand? He was over there busting out windows. He was over there flattening tires. He was doing some of every damn thing. Mary said, bitch, I'm not coming to see you, okay? I'm just not coming to see you. So let's get into this. Mary Cosby said that she will not visit her son in jail while he's held until February. Right, let him sit and think about it. He looks just like her, don't he? Let him sit for a while and think. As mothers, sometimes we have to give our children tough love. He is an adult. When I say children, that's still going to be her baby regardless. But sometimes as parents, we have to give our kids tough love to let them know, yeah, I'm here for you, but I'm not going to coddle you anymore. At some point, you have to learn this lesson. And sometimes you got to take your hands off your kids and allow them to go through some of the things that they do so that they can learn that lesson. Because if you keep bailing them out every time they get in trouble, they're going to go right back and do the same shit again. Right? I always said, if my son do some crazy shit, if he ever gets locked up, I'll let him spend the night one night. And if I do pick him up, it's going to be later in the evening so that he can feel like his ass going to stay in there another day and he will never do that shit again. Right? Not that I'm not going to be worried. I'm going to know where he is, but one night, baby, one night. I feel like one night will get you together. Like, I ain't gonna, as soon as they call me and say, hey, man, we have your son down here, I'm not going to come and get you right then. I'm going to let you sit and sweat for a little bit so you can see the mama's not playing with your ass. And I feel like that's where Mary Cosby is, because she knows her son he's staying in and out of trouble. So what do y'all think about that? So back in November, Robert Jr., which is her son, was arrested for trespassing at his estranged wife's family home, where there was a restraining order against him. Now, he reportedly fought with police during the arrest and is currently being held in jail until his court date hearing next month. Now, Mary shared that she has not and will not visit her son in jail because it's too difficult for her to see him in that situation, which is completely understandable. She also says that she feels jail may be what's best for him right now. See, that's tough love. As it keeps him out of trouble and sober from substances. Right. Okay. Honestly, she says everything is said to make sense. She says, and I agree with her stance. Is what shout out to Mr. Housewives. Okay. I do like Mr. Housewives. He have a great platform as well. So shout out to Mr. Housewives for that. Okay, let's see what Mary got to say, honey.
All right. Mary, I loved hearing you preach.
Thank you, Andy. That made me cry. Sorry.
What got you?
Just my son.
He's incarcerated currently.
Yes.
Why?
He went over to his ex-wife. She's filed for divorce house, and they filed a restraining order against him, and he went back anyway, thinking that she wants him to come back and save her. I don't know where he's getting that from, delusional. And then every time he'd go back over there, they would call the police and they arrest him. And this time they tased him. And oh wow. But I'm happy. I'm in a good place. I'm not worried about him. I know he's somewhere where he's not using.
All right.
There you go.
Mary, I loved hearing you.
That's a sad thing, honey, to see your child in that situation, especially if you get tased, child. I don't nobody want to see no shit like that. I would never want to see that happen to my child. But a night in jail might turn your life around, okay? Because everybody's scared of jail, right? I hope. So prayers up for Mary, child. Mary got a lot going on. This damn documentary they put out on her and her family about them being in a cult and now her son being locked up and the backlash she's getting on the show as well, with the women treating her like shit. It's just a lot for Mary, but she'll pull through, honey, okay? She will pull through, but let's move along. All right. Let's get into this Neyo news. And then we got one more topic after that. This is a very short video. This is a pop-in, honey. All right. So let's get into Neyo and his bullshit. Y'all know he's got this little multiple situation going on where he's in a polyamorous relationship. Okay. So they said, confused about Neyo's polyamorous setup, said that he breaks it down, saying that it's one relationship shared with 3 women. This shit makes absolutely no sense. And he's going to break down and or explain to you guys how this came about and why he decided to go in that direction. He messed up his relationship, his marriage rather, constantly cheating. I don't know what the hell is going on with Neyo. I feel like he is in the closet and he's scared to come out, and he's using these women as a shield with his sexuality. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying that he's gay. I'm just saying that I feel like he's not all the way straight. Allegedly, in my opinion, hypothetically, and maybe. Okay, it is my opinion. It's my opinion. Let's get into TMZ TV. Let's go.
Well, so
I'll keep this brief. So after my very public, very ugly divorce, I made the decision that I was never going to tell another lie to a woman ever again in life. I own the things that I did in that marriage to mess it up. I own it completely, and I decided I didn't want to be the reason that anybody ever felt like that ever again. So I went to, one of the women, one of the three I've been with a little longer than the other one. So I basically went to her and said, listen, I rock with you, I love you, but I have to be honest with you. It's not just you. I would love for you to meet these other women. And if we can figure out a way to do something together, cool. If not, that's cool too. I let her decide. I let them choose. Everybody chose to stick around.
Okay.
And so now it's just a matter of, so I think that the main understanding is I'm not in 3 relationships. I'm in 1 relationship with 3 people. Well, so I'll keep this brief.
That's the biggest crock I've ever heard in my damn life. Neyo, if you don't shut your moist ass up, Neyo, that makes no sense. It just don't make no sense. It's literally disrespecting all 3 of these women, and I don't give a hot damn. Now, the 2 I read up on this, their setup is that he can be with other women, they cannot. So how does that work for you? So you chose these 3 women to be in this relationship with, okay? And you're telling them, y'all all 3 can be together and do things together collectively. But if I see somebody that I want to step out with and be with, you guys can't do that, but I can. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? This is almost like that show Sister Wives, ain't it? Where the guy is on there and he got all these damn wives where all of them are there to please him. He got kids by all these women, got about 20 kids between all 4 wives, okay? Is 1 legal wife, because, legally you can only marry 1 person, but the other ones were like in little ceremonies that they did, so they call themselves wives, sister wives. I watched a few episodes or so, but it's so damn toxic to me. I don't understand why a woman would want to share 1 man and have other women in the relationship where you have to share time. All of them live in the same house, probably all sleep in the same damn bed. It's just too much. And then my question is, how do you co-parent your children with them seeing all of these women in this house, in this bed, in this situation? Like, what do they call each other? Like, what does your children call these women? Are all of them aunties? Because that would be weird, right? That would be mad weird for daddy to be walking around, these women half dressed, and all these women living in the same house. When your kids come up, they're looking like, okay, daddy, who is this? Okay, daddy, who is this? And who is this? I've always said Neyo, if you go and look at some of the earlier pictures of Neyo when he first came out, Neyo gave gay vibes. Looking at him, he had an earring in his lip. He just gave that vibe, and there's nothing wrong. And that's how he wants to be. But I feel like he's hiding behind these women, and a lot of closeted men do that. Will hide behind a lot of women to make it seem like he's just that guy. He just have all these women, and these women are just falling at his feet. When really that's a cover up for what he really enjoys outside of all of that. I just always felt like Neyo was that way. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I hope nobody's offended by that. I just always feel like Neyo was gay. I'm sorry. He makes great music. Okay. He's got a lot of hits. Any song that he's ever written, I feel like has been a hit. He's very, very talented in that era. But when it comes to relationships, he sucks. He cannot stay in a relationship to save his life. You wrecked your marriage with Crystal, and I feel like that was a situation. And he loves strippers. He loves strippers, mind you. So the only person that I think he was with that was a solid relationship was Manetta, but he treated her like shit and had her go run and get her tubes tied because he didn't want to have no more kids, only for you to cheat with a stripper and knock her up and get her pregnant, and then go cheat with another stripper, wound up marrying her and had 3-4 kids with her. So you don't want to have any more kids, but that's like 4 or 5 kids right there outside of Manetta after you had her go and get her tubes tied after your 2 kids with her. Like crazy, right? Now you with these 3 women after you wrecked your marriage to that child up over there, to Crystal. Now you with these 3 women who you said they chose each other. You just the middleman, literally. Oh, it's so toxic. I don't know. I just always felt like Neyo was gay. I'm sorry. Continue to make great music though, sir. Okay, that's just how I feel. But let's move along. This is our last topic. Carlos is he's praising Stormie. I always told y'all he likes Stormie. I feel like he really likes Stormie over all of the other castmates. I think that he is more enamored with her success. Okay. Even when she was on Love and Marriage Huntsville, he loves Stormie. Like Stormie could do no wrong. Even at the reunions, he would be so giddy when Stormie would be sitting up there. So much so he loved her mother too with her disrespectful ass. Okay, Betty. Pit bull face Betty. That's what I call her ass. But Bell Collective, as I told y'all in my other video, there Stormie is set to be on the new spinoff, okay? As OWN renews an original series for season 7. Okay, so Stormie will make an appearance on this. She's gonna be that girl up on the show again. Y'all know she was the last time we saw her on our TV screen, she was on Love and Marriage Huntsville. That did not end very well. Okay. I feel like, and I kept saying it, I feel like it was a battle between she and Mel. Y'all know Mel was originally seen as the star of the show. When Stormie came on, her presence as her star began to rise, her business began to grow. It became like a little tug of war a little bit, and Melody did not want to give up her crown on the show, and Stormie kind of felt like she could kind of boss up on Melody a little bit and tell her state where you stand and all that shit. It just kind of went left, but they just never could get back to the place where they were, because originally they were friends prior to even coming on to the show. I mean, you know, Melody, she had her whole what was it, her whole, I think her album release or something like that at Stormie's house, because Stormie had this huge home or whatever. But after that, it just went downhill because Stormie started commingling with the Scotts, and Melody didn't really fuck with them like that. But now Stormie is on her spinoff show, and I hope it does well. I mean, I just hope it does well. I don't really have a problem with her. I just think she sucks at business a little bit, as far as not giving her customers their products whenever they order them. Y'all know she's had a lot of bad reviews as far as that goes, but I don't hate Stormie. I don't wish nothing bad on her as far as her business or her success. She's a mother, she's a wife, she deserves to be successful like anyone else. She's never done anything personal to me. I've never ordered from her, never will. Nothing against what she does, it's just not for me. But Carlos King had this to say about Stormie because he loves her so much. He says, God, I love you. I created another franchise. It's going to probably have low ratings too, like Love, Marriage, Huntsville. He goes on and says that this time with Bell Collective, Birmingham with leading lady Stormie Steele at Canvas Girl Beauty rather, as her multi-million-dollar empire Canvas Beauty checks out Birmingham, Alabama. And says that guess what? The OG Bell Collective is back with a new season on February the 13th. And baby, I can hear him saying that it's on fire. So he did all of his hashtags, Bell Collective, hashtag Bell Collective Birmingham, hashtag the franchise player. Oh, is that what he is? Why all your other shows ain't on? Okay. What's that other show you had, Malaysia and all them on? That show only had one season and they were gone. The other show that you had on, that shit ain't going nowhere either. That show is gone. So the only shows that he really still has on, I mean, what happened to Love and Marriage DC? We ain't heard no more from that shit either. We ain't heard no more from Love and Marriage Detroit. When is that coming back? Or if it's coming back? Like, you can start a show, but does it have staying power? He had another show that was on for a little bit with the Black family. I ain't heard no more from that either on. So, Carlos, what is going on with your shows? The only shows that you really have that's continuing to come on really is Love and Marriage Huntsville, regular Bell Collective, and I don't know no other show. Unless I'm missing something. But what do y'all think? What do y'all think? I mean, hell, I don't watch Love and Marriage Huntsville anymore. Bell Collective I do watch because I do like the show. I really didn't want to support Carlos, but I just cannot not watch Bell Collective because I do like it. But I'm going to give this show here a peep just to see how well it does and see the direction it's going. If it don't catch my attention in the first episode, I got to go. I ain't going to be able to fool with it, okay? But we'll see what it gives. We'll see what it gives, okay? Yeah, Carlos, sit your ass down. Because all your shows, like I said, he does have the ability to start these shows, but to keep them going and to make them grow and be successful shows, I just don't see him doing that. You just don't have the gift of gab no more, Carlos. All right, and they damn sure ain't about to let your ass come back to Bravo like they did Nene, so that's a wrap on that. But what y'all think? Y'all sound off on all the topics that we discussed. Y'all said you think Carlos King is going to interview Stormie today. Oh, okay. That's not surprising. He loves Stormie. He loved the hell out of Stormie. Stormie can do no wrong with Carlos, okay? Like, that's his baby. He loves Stormie. Just the thought of Stormie. He gets so giddy and laughing and smiling and carrying on. He loves Stormie. All right. But y'all go ahead and sound off on all the topics that we discussed. You guys have a wonderful night. I will see you guys tomorrow for Car Chronicles. All right. We're supposed to have some bad weather, so I'm ready to get into bed because I told y'all I sleep straight through a thunderstorm. I told you guys today they're talking about inclement weather headed this way where the temperatures are supposed to drop. They're talking about some snow and all this other stuff. And I know we have black ice in Atlanta usually when we have that type of weather, when things freeze over. So I will possibly be working from home. And I just, I'm happy about that. Who don't want to work in their pajamas, right? I'm corporate from the waist up, and the waist down is just pajamas, right? That's how y'all do it, right? We beat the face and put on our little cute top or whatever, but on the bottom, baby, that's gonna be bedroom shoes, house slippers, and pajamas. So shout out to my job for allowing us to work from home for the rest of the week. So I'm happy for that. Okay, but let's get out of here, you guys. Love you guys. Thank you to my top flight mods. Tiffany Thomas, Rose Armstead, True TV Podcast. Thank y'all so much. And all the content creators that joined this live to support as well. Of course, all of my Caramellians. Harriet Westmore says that I'm in Ohio and it's snowing here. Oh, man. Y'all stay safe. Make sure y'all go to the stores and get your groceries. Okay. I went out earlier today when I picked my son up for after school, and I had to stop by the store and get a few more things just in case, child, we be stuck in here for a few days or so. I don't know, just to be, safe and sorry. But you guys go on and get your groceries, get you some water and all the things that you need so y'all will be okay if you are expecting inclement weather. All right, y'all be safe out there until the next video. Love you guys down. And until the next one, bye.